is going on? So alright. Scratch that. Run it again. Alright. Yo, what is going on, guys? Alright, I'm picking up the camera again. So I didn't make a video last week because I was actually gone like for the whole week, so I didn't have anything to film. I was like going for like a school for the military, but I'm picking up the camera again. I'm gonna keep trying to grind. Had a pretty good day today, so I felt some motivation to actually pick up the camera, and I'm gonna do a review of my 2014 F150. It's the FX4 package. Right now I'm currently driving to like a better spot to like get a little bit of a better, I guess, view of it, but I'll pick it up from there. I just got back to the spot, so I just want to show off the interior, I guess, first, like talk about that a little bit. So I got this truck with 25,000 miles on it. I went all the way to PA to pick it up from Jersey, so it was about an hour drive. So I actually I was actually looking for a white truck, and I didn't find one, like with this package and stuff. Couldn't find it. And then I was just looking around on Car Gurus and like Cars and Auto Trader, like everything else, and then like this truck had no picture or anything on it, and it just like had a description. I just like read it real quick, and I just saw that it had 25,000 miles on it. I was like, whoa, 25,000 miles for a 2014, like that's pretty good, because a lot of them have like, I don't know, like 70 to 100,000 or more. So to find one that low, I was like, all right, and it had everything that I wanted. So I guess to talk about it a little bit more, this is the FX4 package. So it comes with the leather seats. It has the moonroof, the gauges, the FX4 ones. So right now I got 26,000 miles on it, but this is pretty much what you get. One downside that I really don't like is with this touchscreen, like I hate the nav. The nav is just, even like this whole like display, it's very like finicky. Like whenever you're trying to touch things, like you have to really press it in order for it to work. And it's also really annoying typing in the addresses and stuff. I don't know if there's like an easier way to actually do it. Like I don't know if I could just speak to it and it'll like go in a lot easier. But just trying to like find destinations and stuff, like half the time it doesn't find it. And then like if you jump back and forth to different states like I do, like sometimes you'll forget that you left it in a different state, and then you'll search for something and it won't come up because it won't just like pinpoint where you're at. So that's really annoying. I'd love to just take this out and get the Apple CarPlay one. I know they offer it, it's just really expensive, so I'd like to just try to find a different version of it, or just find a used one or something. I need to look around more, but I definitely like to upgrade it to the Apple CarPlay eventually, because I like the setup of this compared to the newer one. Like I like this. I know some people don't, but I do. But I would like to just get the newer one, because I know it's going to work a lot better. But besides that, I mean, you just have like your phone, so you can do your phone, your entertainment, your Bluetooth. You can plug it in. Your SD card, AV in and out. You have your climate controls here. So the heated and cooled seats, that's something you get with this package. What else? You have the downhill descent. Your four-wheel drive. You have your trailer brake. Here you can also put it in manual, so you have that option too. Here you have just like your basic controls like any other car. Your 12 volt. Then you have this console. It's pretty big. You can put an SD card in here. You have two USBs. Your 12 volt. Then you also get the Sony speakers with this. I'm talking about the display a little bit. So you have your MPG, obviously. You have your gauge mode. Shows your trans temp. Your trips. Your fuel economy. You have your apps. Your settings, like driver's assist, and since this has like the memory seats and stuff, you can shut that off if you want to. I'm not sure much about the My Key. I don't know if that has to do with that or not. But you have that. Your information, if there's any warnings or anything. Right now I have a warning just because of my tire pressures. So I actually just got new tires, and I bought them used, and I bought them off somebody that had them on a newer gen. And of course, with my luck, this one was the last one, like with a different sensor. So the 2015 and up has a different sensor. They also have in the 2014, if mine was made I think after January, then it has the newer sensors and the different lug pattern. So that was another thing. So I had to get new lug nuts for it, and I also have to get the sensors now too. So I have to get them taken off, put the sensors in, get the tires rebalanced and stuff. So I thought that I was gonna not have to do that, but I guess I do. Yeah, let's show off the exterior a little bit now, because that's where the goods are at. Also kind of showing this off a little bit. So you have your memory seats, your lumbar support. You can move the seat back and forth, up, back. Mine came with the mats, so I have the F150 ones. Sony. Gotta open that. Regular gauges. I got the 4-door. So here you also get your plug-in, your 12-volt. A lot bigger. I used to have an XLT, so this is a lot bigger because mine was a super cab. So now I got the Super Crew. Showing off the exterior a little bit. So I was looking for the bigger bed, but I couldn't find it. So I sadly got the smaller one, the 5.5 foot. My other one had the 6.5 foot. I really wanted the 6.5 foot. I just couldn't find one. I'm not complaining though, because the amount of miles I got. I also got the rear sliding window, the power sliding. I got the spray in bed liner. My other one didn't have that either. You also have this grandpa, I guess, step is what I'll call it, but basically pulls out. You can open it up, step on it. I'll probably never use it. Show off my also with the FX4 package, you get the painted black, like my other one didn't have that, for the headlights and taillights. So show that off a little bit. I have a couple plans too, like I want to color match this because I don't know why it's like that, like it just doesn't go very well. I also don't know why they have on the other ones, the appearance package ones, these are all painted different, like red, or they're black with the red. I don't know why they didn't just put black instead of the chrome, because there's absolutely no chrome on this. Also the wheels that I got on this, they were like silver. I don't know why they were on that, because everything is blocked out, and with the red, like it just doesn't, I don't know, it just doesn't look good. But they call this color ruby red, so I really like this color. But here's just show off my wheels a little bit. So the fuel couplers, the gloss black, and they have the Nittos, the trail grapplers. The wheel is a 20 by 10. I think it's got a -18 offset, and it's on 33s. So let's just show that off a little bit. And then it's so loud. This is a stock exhaust, but it has a muffler and resonator delete. So that's why it screams. But yeah, also another thing they did, really dumb, is these stupid, I don't know why they didn't black these out. You can get them blacked out from the factory. Something that should have been done. And then showing off those blacked out headlights. Just looks so clean with the color match bumpers and stuff. I'm not sure. I think it has it, but I'm not 100%. I think these move when you turn the steering wheel. I know a lot of the newer ones have that too, but yeah. Also, something else I want to do, they make the ones that are sequential, so they'll move back and forth. I saw they were back ordered right now, that's why I don't have them yet, but I'm gonna order those. I would also maybe consider painting these to color match this. I'm not 100%. If not, I might just use the like back to black, because they're kind of faded. I don't like that. And then a complaint I do have with these wheels, because at first I really didn't want 33s, and I didn't really want an offset, but I just got a good deal on these. They rub a little bit when I turn, so you can see it on the mud flap. I'm considering taking them off, but I really don't know if I want to. And I know a lot of people don't like running boards, but I don't know. I like them because it's easier to get in the truck, because I'm a short guy, but I don't think they look that bad on it. And then also you also have the, you know, the code to get in. I don't use it personally, but I don't know, somebody might. But this is it. It's pretty clean for the year. Very happy with it. Compared to my XLT, it was a 2011 Super Crew in the blue flame color. So this is the ruby red. Oh, I also want to black these out too. That would be nice. I also have the tinted windows. I think it's 20% or 30%. I really don't know. With the rain guards. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Oh, another thing that I want to get, they make these little like guards that go over here. Like mine got all scratched up, I guess from the previous owner, but it's kind of like a, I guess like a rough material. It's basically like a sticker and it says like F150 on it that goes there. So I want to get that for both of them. I only see it for the newer ones, but I would think that it would fit no matter, like I can't see why it wouldn't, and if it doesn't, I'll just cut it. That's another thing that'd be cool to get. Like just the little things I feel like just really like make it like pop and stuff. Like at first I really didn't want this trim. Like I was set on a sport appearance package. Like the sport appearance package has the Alcantara insert with the leather on the sides and the red like on the side. I just think it looks really cool, but I don't know, after like actually looking at this and like getting inside of it and stuff, like I just feel like it looks a little nicer and like more expensive than the other one. I mean, granted the other one's still really nice, but I don't know, I just prefer this now. Just like it a lot more. It's all preference. Another couple of things about the interior. So this has the auto dimming mirror, which a lot of cars have that, like with a kind of package like this, like it's a higher package. So you have that. You can put your sunglasses in here. My XLT actually had 2 of these, but I guess because they have the moonroof, you lose another one, but I don't really care because I'm only gonna have 1 pair anyway. And then you have your controls obviously for it, for the moonroof, and then you have their controls for the power sliding rear, for the glass. There we go. But yeah, so you have that, and then another cool thing, you can fold in your mirrors. You just press that and they fold in. Press it again, they'll fold out. That's a nice feature. Didn't have that on my other one. You also have your lights control here. If you pull it out, you have your fogs. And yeah, really nice truck. So I personally, I like these years better than the newer ones. I don't know, I just think they look nicer to me. So I was just set on getting one of these. I could have gotten a newer one, but honestly, I just didn't want to pay more money for something I didn't really want as much. Like this was just, to me, for the money, like I spent $32K on this truck with 25,000 miles on it. It's 2014. The last body's with the steel frame. It's got the 5.0 in it. Like, I test drove a couple EcoBoost. They're nice, but they're just not like, I don't know, I just like V8s. Like I have to have a V8. So I have this V8 and then I have my Mustang. I've had a bunch of them, which I'll talk more about later on, but I don't plan on getting rid of this truck for a little bit. But I actually saw something I forgot to show you. So I just found this out. So it has a clean title and stuff, but I think it might have gone into an accident. I'm not 100%, but this is my reasoning why I think it is. So I went to go fill up the tires, and I was like just bending down, and I looked, and you could see that this just doesn't match up all the way. Like it's slightly off. And then you look here, and you can see it's a little chipped. But then if you look like this, it doesn't sit flush with the actual headlight. But then if you go to the other side, it sits flush with the headlight. Sits flush here. And you can see it's lined up. Basically perfect. So I think it might have gotten into like a little fender bender, but I'm not 100% either way. If it did, I mean, I guess they did a pretty good job at like fixing it, but I don't know, those kind of things bother me a little bit. Just like thinking about it, like, oh, it's a clean title and stuff, and it's not actually clean now. Maybe, I don't know. Who knows? But still runs good, still drives great. It's like a brand new car, basically. But yeah, I'm gonna do a couple of pulls, like with the resonator delete and muffler delete, just to kind of show that off a little bit. It's super loud. I think I might actually throw an exhaust on it, because when I travel back to Long Island, it's just so drony. Like you just hear it for like 2 hours, 2-3 hours, and it starts to get really aggravating. Like it's fine driving to work, like, and local driving, like it doesn't bother me. It's a lot of fun, especially like putting it in manual mode. You know, you drop it down a gear and go through a tunnel and rip it. Like that's so much fun. But I have my Mustang, and like once I throw, like I plan on throwing something really loud on that. So once that's done, like I won't really care as much. Like I want it to feel like, I guess, fun every time I get into that car. So I don't need to have like two really loud cars. Like this can quiet down a little bit. Like that's fine. But yeah, so that's one thing. Like if you don't really like drone and stuff and you're kind of really driving around a lot, like I wouldn't do it. Like it's fun, it's nice, but for that part, not so much, because it just goes through your ears after a while, and it just bothers the heck out of me. Like I just can't stand it. But yeah, so this is my 2014 F150 FX4, and I'm really happy with it. Even though I didn't get a white one, I really wanted a white one. I was like super set on the white with the Sport Appearance package, but I just kind of saw this one and I kind of fell in love with it. So I don't plan on getting a white one until I get an F250 6.7 one day, but I don't need it right now, so there's no point of getting that and like wasting money on gas, especially because those prices are going up, and it's like, yeah, I don't want to spend, I just spent $90 filling up the tank on this thing, and that like made me cry a little bit, because it's been so long since I had to pay that much to fill up my truck, because this has the same gas tank size as the other one that I had, and it didn't nearly cost me that much. I think the most I've ever spent to fill up my truck was like $75. So to fill it, and it cost me $90, and I know gas prices are going to just keep going up. It's like, man. And after I threw these wheels on, that's another thing to consider if you're going to throw some wheels on it. They look really awesome, and it just made like a night and day difference of how the look of the truck is, and just looks so much more aggressive. I get so many compliments on it without people even knowing it's my truck. They'll just kind of be like, dang, that's a nice truck. But so now I'm kind of sitting around like 15 to 16 and a half. I've only had these wheels on for maybe a tank and a half, or a tank, if that. And so I'm floating around 15 to like 16 and a half mpg, like local driving. I haven't really driven it on the highway yet, but when I had just the stock wheels on it, I can get like 17 and a half like city, and I was getting like 19 to 21 going home, like on the highway. So that's a consideration too if you care about your gas. But yeah, so besides that, you know, the truck's just level, has the wheels, and other than that, it's stock. And then the muffler and resonator delete. So yeah, that's my 2014 F150. So here's a couple rips just to show off how loud it is. Oh boy! Ooh! Damn, she screams. It's just so loud. When you really get on it, it's so loud. So I actually had a 2015 Mustang Premium with the Coyote. It had the pipes, long tube headers, an off-road X pipe, I believe an off-road X pipe, and it also had the Borla Attacks. And a lot of my friends tell me that this is not as loud, but I don't know. To me, I think this might sound a little bit louder than that, but this thing is really loud. So much fun though, so much fun. Gotta give him the beans. Ooh, okay. Damn. This is like my best way to like kind of show off the drone, if you can kind of hear it. I really don't know, but it's kind of hard to show it off. Really hard to hear it, but once you're really like going a lot faster, you can really hear it. But just a little glimpse of it like that, but just louder, of it being like it gets kind of annoying. Alright, I'm gonna wrap this video up. So yeah, that's my 2014 F150. I think I basically hit everything. If I didn't, I guess watch a different video, because I don't know. But yeah, everything's pretty basic except for the heated seats and cooled seats, you know. So I'm gonna try to get on this grind. I'm gonna try to post a video like once a week. If I don't do once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks. We'll see. My next video isn't gonna be like car related. I mean, hopefully it's kind of interesting. It's kind of, I guess, gonna be like a learning experience for me, and maybe an instructional video a little bit for somebody else. But I'm hoping that is gonna help like with my other videos, like to do some cool like shots, because it's a drone, but it just needs to be fixed. So talk about that later on. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to, I guess, do a couple more things to this truck. Like, I really want to do the color match emblems. I'm gonna try to maybe make a video about trying to paint it. I've never done that, so it's gonna be a learning experience too. I really don't know how well it's gonna come out, but I'm gonna just buy the cheap gun from Harbor Freight. I have an air compressor already, and just try to like spray it and just see. I'm probably gonna buy another set just to see like how that comes out. And if it comes out actually pretty decent, I'll throw them on. If not, then I guess I'm gonna just toss them or try to sand them down and just keep practicing doing that until eventually maybe I get it right. I was looking around online. I couldn't find them for sale like at all. But I saw that a couple of people actually would post them in the forums. That's how I like kind of got the idea. And they're like saying that they painted them and stuff because they worked at shops and stuff. I've never done that. My grandpa does. Like, he's restored plenty of cars and stuff. He's a great painter, but I'm not really like around him. So worst comes to worst, if I can't do it, I'll probably just have him do it for me or pay him to do it. We'll see. But yeah, so this is my 2014 F150. I'll catch you in the next one.